Hey guys, and welcome to the Fish Room. I'm Rachel O'Leary, and today we're going to peek in on some of the rescapes I've been doing just for a progress report and look at how the Lake Tanganyika cichlids are doing. Captain's doing his happy dance in the corner. I've just been spending a lot of time cleaning tanks and tweaking things in the wall of scapes that I've been working on. So I'm just going to show you some progress and then ask for some advice on which tank you guys think we should address next. So let's get started. So the 75-gallon Nano is the first tank we're going to look at today. And as you can see, all the fish are looking really good. And we'll take a closer look here in a minute. But I also wanted to show you that the cyano that had started in this corner of the aquarium has completely stayed away. Now this aquarium is still having a snail problem, and again, that's my fault for overfeeding because all these fish are young. And I do want them to grow. I want them to grow and hit maturity so that you guys can see them, so that I can enjoy them. You can see that the Paracyprochromis are starting to get some blue to their fins and have a bit more color to their body. They did look just silver for the longest time. The little Sumbu shells, the little grumpy Altolamprologus compressiceps species Sumbu shell are doing amazing. In fact, look at that guy. Holy moly. What a sexy piece of fish. He is definitely the most dominant male in this tank and has absolutely gone into breeding dress and established a territory. So I'm really, really hopeful that before too long we'll see some babies from these guys. Just look at his face and look at that finnage, and you can see the blue sheen that he gets and the color. Just absolutely gorgeous. And when he stands off against another male or is trying to attract a female, it's a really incredible display. Now there seems to be two main territories for these guys that have been established. This probably isn't where I would have chosen for him to establish, but you know, the fish do what they like. But I think there's absolutely no denying how nice these guys in particular are looking, and I can't wait for the rest of the fish in this aquarium to hit maturity for you guys to see. The sardine cichlids are still kind of boring looking. But they're putting on size. They've grown maybe a quarter of an inch. The thing with the Lake Tanganyika cichlids is they are very slow to grow, which is part of the reason they're so expensive. Slow to grow, which means slow to reproduce. But they are well worth the effort. Once you guys see them at maturity, I think you're going to be really, really stoked. The plants are not doing a whole lot, but they're not dying either, so we'll just let them continue to spread across the aquarium. The eventual goal is that there'll be like a field of grass across this foreground around the shells. I think it'll look really nice. But it's going to take some time, especially since, you know, I'm using just cichlid sand and no fertilizers. But in time it'll happen. Let's go take a peek at the 55-gallon planted that I did, because I think it's looking really good. I just did a water change on this aquarium this morning. So you see some of the plants are pearling a little bit. It's probably actually from damaged leaves, not actual true pearling, but that's what those little bubbles are. But I have had no melt in this tank. All the algae issues seem to be resolved, and the plants are doing amazing. You can see how much growth that this Hygrophilus iamensis has put on. It's peeking through there too. I'm really, really pleased, and I may actually start dosing some light fertilizers in this aquarium, just because the plant mass is so heavy, but we'll have to see. I don't generally do that, but
since I'm using an inert substrate in this aquarium rather than an enriched soil like I like to use, it may be in the plant's best interest to do so. I mean, obviously, the fish in this aquarium are just absolutely loving this new environment. They're so actively engaged with all of the decor and each other. It's super rewarding. They just look awesome. And then next door is the Pleco rescape. I did add another piece of wood here, which is being held down by a rock. I think it looks better enough. Once I get that rock out of there, it'll be fine. The fish are doing awesome. Since I've rescaped it, the babies in here are becoming much more visible, which means they're more comfortable, which is great. And I have a lot more of them than I thought. There's probably 40 or so baby plecos in this aquarium, which is just amazing. They're kind of on every surface as we look around the aquarium. And I believe that the dominant male in here is on eggs again, so we should be able to see a brand new spawn real soon. But you can see how cute they are. Little baby plecos everywhere you look. And these are my 14-year-old neon tetras. They've been aging out. There used to be a really large group of them, but they've been aging out over the past 5 years. And the reason I haven't added more is because these guys are so old. They're just getting to live out their best life until, you know, until they're gone, and then there won't be tetras in this aquarium most likely. I have considered adding some endlers or my wild guppies in here, but I don't want to do anything to impede the breeding of the super reds, as they're really the primary focus. So time will tell. Up top here, we have the black water tank, which is looking really, really, really good. I do occasionally see a couple of the wild bettas in there, but for the most part, they've remained elusive, which is pretty typical for a wild betta. You don't see a whole lot of them. I did pull the Amano shrimp out of this aquarium so that if the wild bettas start to breed, I don't have to worry about the Amanos annoying them. There's one left in there that I haven't been able to catch, but I'm working on it. See the chili raspberries, everybody's having a snack. They look really good. Next door to that is the Poecilocharex weitzmani, or the black darter tetra tank. It's doing awesome. The fish are doing great. And then over here is a tank I haven't really shown you yet. I did a rescape on this one. This is my pinto shrimp tank, which are those Caridina hybrids. And it's just using some stone, some wood, and some of my extra plants from the plant order I did for the 55. I do have, this is going to be part of a series that I'm doing that should be coming out in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. But I really think that this side of the fish room is starting to come together. It's pretty exciting. I do think I'm going to do at least a minor rescape on the Shelly tank just so it matches things a bit better. This is the wild bee tank, but still have to get to this entire side of the wall of tanks, but all in good time. For now, I think we've made some really great progress over here. I mean, I really like it, and I guess that's what's most important since I'm the one that has to take care of all these things every day. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it too, and we have a lot more work to do. I can't decide if up next I want to address this honeycomb cat tank or if I want to rescape this tank or if I want to go after the retirement community. So let me know which of those three you guys think I should do next down in the comments, please.